Yo, it's everyone's favorite time of the month. Let's go, tier list day. Let's go. Yeah, I know. You guys have been passionately waiting for tier list day. And you know, first in the month. Okay, well, I mean, first day of the week of the month. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? This is going up on Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. So you already know I'm putting up my tier list. Today we are ranking every single fair in the game. I did research, okay? I'm not just going into this blindly, because I'm kind of tired of my tier list looking like kind of shit. So I'm going to make a video going back over my other tier list and fixing the mistakes I made and explaining why I made those mistakes. Well, not explaining why I made the mistakes, but, you know, fixing my error, okay? I'm man enough to do that. So this video is going to be my actual thoughts on what the moves actually are, rather than just spitballing off the top of my head. I made like a 9-page Google Docs of every fair in the game outside of Mies. I don't give a shit about Mies, but like I'll rank them anyway. But I put my genuine thoughts out there. Okay, I looked at the moves. I seen where they're good, what they do, where they excel, where they don't. And I also looked at the frame data, how safe they are on shield. And well, I mean, this video is a result of that. So let's just get some freebies out of the way, I guess. You know, the ones I don't really have to put too much thought into. That'd be like the big disjoints, like Sephiroth. Where's Belmont? Wherever. Belmont. Byleth, right? Just S tier moves, right? Just big, fast enough. Gonna camp you out. Disjoints, you know, they got some reasonable kill power. They're all unique, actually, where Sephiroth has a very well-rounded forward air that has both a useful sour spot and a useful sweet spot. Where Belmonts have a pretty bad sour spot, but a very good sweet spot. I guess it's a tipper for him, but you know what I mean. And it's also angleable for them, giving them a lot of different angles, so they can cover a lot more area and hit you in a lot more places. And then Byleth has a pretty generic just forward swing, but as a very strong tipper, giving it some insane kill options. Obviously, you know, the main strength of all of these moves is that they're massive and disjointed, and they lead it to being hard to punish, or being able to very safely apply pressure on the opponent's shield. Yeah, no, these moves are just good, and I don't think anyone will argue with me on this, is that they're all 3S tier. Oh yeah, Min. I don't like talking about her. Yeah, no, she has the best fair in the game. It's a little cheating, because it's like her entire moveset, but she technically has 2 fairs, being her A and B, and then the B one can change into, you know, covering everything in a circular angle, and being a kill move. And then also they both can be Dragon Laser, which gives her even more range. And then she can power it up by grabbing, making it much stronger and giving it a much stronger and bigger, like, you see what I mean? That move is absurd. There's a reason this character is firmly put in the top tier of tier list. And forward air is the big fucking contributor. That move is insane. Best in the game in my personal opinion. And then we can obviously just put bad ones, like Lomac has the worst in the game, right? Like, that's probably his worst aerial too, which makes it probably the worst aerial in the whole game. Like, forward air does nothing, it's slow, does no damage, no knockback, will never kill, never combos. Might as well just keep going with, you know, the disjoints. Cloud also got an S tier, forward air. Things absurd. For whatever reason, they decided to make this thing super spammable. I don't know why they did that one. So this move is frame 18, which is slow by fair standards, but I don't really think that matters because how fucking big and safe this move is. It also has huge kill power, it has a great spike that is very consistent, and it has the ability to start fucking combos while being fairly safe on shield because how fucking huge it is. Like, I don't know what they were smoking when they made Cloud fair in this game. It was not that good in 4. Some other obviously S tier moves would be like Roy's fair, Crom's fair, Marth, Lucina, Mithra, Pyra. Like having a swordy forward air is just so fucking good. Like, whenever I was looking over it, like, okay, they're slightly slower than like a normal forward air, but the range on it just makes up for everything. Like, these moves are just insane. Like, I know I just have disjoints in S tier. There's gonna be a lot more disjoints in S tier, but like, all these moves basically accomplish the same thing of I'm smacking you that way with a massive disjoint that's hard to contest, you don't want to contest, and sometimes it leads into more of it. Mithras is very, very fast at frame 8. I would put Mithras like somewhere up here. That move's insane. This isn't really ranked outside of Min being the best, but like Mithras is insane. It's a massive disjoint that frame fucking 8. I don't know what they were smoking with that one. These 5 characters just have like very generic like forward swiping moves, but they're all doing insane. Roy and Pyra's kill. Crom's and Lucina's are just pretty average, though Crom's got some serious kill power behind his. Like, that thing feels hard to hit with. And Mars, I don't know if people would put it in A tier, but like, it's still really fucking good. Even if you hit the sour spot, like, you're still knocking your opponent so far away. And then Tipper kills ridiculously early. That move's insane. One of my spicier takes in this video is that Sonic actually has a pretty mid forward air. Because the thing is, you see Sonic get a lot of use out of this move, but since we're judging this move in a vacuum, I don't think it's that good whenever I was looking over it. The entire purpose of this move is like push your opponent off stage as far as possible, or use this in an edge guarding situation. But let's say a slow character gets this, or like a character with a bad recovery that really can't go off stage, like, I don't know, Incineroar or something. How does he use a big multi-hit move like this? It's not safe on shield at minus 14. It's not really that fast. I think it's frame 10. Well, no, that's good. But, like, all it does is edge guard and push your opponent off stage. This move really doesn't have kill power behind it unless you're already next to the blast zone, which, again, that's where this move succeeds, is pushing you into the blast zone. It doesn't really, like, close stocks. And it's not even like that good of a combo move either. Like, it doesn't really have drag down stuff with it. Like, if this has drag down stuff, I could not find any. I was trying like down tilt, grab, forward tilt, jab, and I don't know, I just couldn't get anything to work. My opponent could always shield first, but yeah, no, his fair just is not that fantastic. It's really good because it's on Sonic, a character that can edge guard you forever, and a character that can move anywhere on the screen at any given point. Like, this character just makes that move so much good. ZSS also has this syndrome where, like, her fair really isn't that fantastic, but it's on her, so she makes good use of it. It does have fair 1 stuff, which is a very important thing I will talk about later in this video for a lot more moves, but she probably has, like, one of the worst fair ones, because it sends, like, much farther out and scales way harder with percentage, where a lot of other ones in this video really don't. But, I mean, it's a whatever. It is a fast move, I'll give it that at frame 6, and it's decently safe on shield at minus 7. But, like, you don't really get too much for it, you know? It's not really a kill move. It's a pretty small hitbox. It even has an inconsistent hitbox, which is even funnier. But, like, you're not scared of ZSS forward air unless you're off stage. Okay, I already know I'm catching flack for this, but I do not value the slow, but I'm gonna hit you type moves that these 4 characters have. Dr. Mario. I think DK probably is the best one, followed by Mario into like Doctor and the Banjo. I think that's how that looks. I don't really care how this is ordered. I don't value these moves. I don't think they're that good. I think Mario makes exceptional use of the move because he's fucking broken. But like, other than that, like, I just don't think they're that good. They're slow. I mean, they got some kill power, but okay. Like, DK's has the best range. I think that's why I put it, like, you know, higher. But other than that, like, these moves just aren't good, man. Even Mario's doesn't have, like, good kill power. It has a really good spike, but, like, that's not only that's like a niche setup type move that Mario can make good use of, but give it to any other character, I just don't think they make as good use of it. Donkey Kong's has a little bit more because it does more damage, it's a lot bigger, and it's a lot stronger, but who really cares? Because, like, why would you pick this move when you have, like, all of S tier to pick from, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Snake. Snake also goes here. Snake actually debatably has, like, the worst fair in the game, because this is, like, frame 40 or some shit. This move's slow. Hold on, wait. Oh my god, it's frame 23 startup. Oh my god, that's so slow. Like, it's strong if you land it, but also has a miserable sour spot. Like, I guess Snake makes good use of it because he's a track character that can put you, that wants to put you in, like, these bad situations, and that's obviously what he strives off of. But, like, no other character wants this move. Straight up. It's just, no, it's not a good move. And since we're just doing category of moves, let's get together like all just the fast spammable ones that are just fucking stupid and annoying to deal with. Like Squirtle, Sheik, Pac-Man, no, we'll just do these 3 for now. So I mean, I think they're all great. Yeah, no, I think they're all 3 S tier as well. Squirtle's being frame 5 and -3 on shield is fucking stupid. It won't kill, but it isn't really a disjoint either. But the speed completely and utterly makes up for it. You can mash this in your opponent's face for so long and they can't do anything about it. This move is just unpunishable. Same goes for Sheik's. It's stupid. It's really stupid. You could just drag your opponent from side to side with this move. Sure, it doesn't do that much damage, but there's really never a situation where you don't want this. What is it? I think -2 on shield? Yeah, it's -2 on shield. This move's stupid. And then frame 5 Pac-Man forward air. I don't even want to talk about it. I hate this move. You can mash this in your opponent's face for so long. There's nothing to do about it. It hurts even more that this is a fucking zoner. At least these two are like, you know, like Glass Cannon Rushdown-esque characters. Pac-Man's a fucking zoner with a frame 5 forward air. This is literally just Mario back air, but facing forward. Like, sure, it doesn't have the kill power of that move, but you can still just press this button all fucking day, man. Okay, I think I'm over centralizing on S tier at the moment, so let's fill out some of A tier, right? I think Peach has an A tier move. The problem with this move is, yes, it's a really good closing out stock option. That's all it does, you know. It's not a combo tool. It's not an early percent tool. It is by simply just, I'm gonna close out the stock, and it does it really well. It has like more range than it honestly should. Okay, this move is a lot more rangeful than it should be, okay? But other than that, like, it doesn't really do that much. It's kind of slow. It's not the most safe thing in the world. It is carried by Peach Flow, I'll give it that. Like, if we're including Peach Flow, S tier move, but without it, it's a good forward air, right? And I feel like there's characters in this game that would definitely benefit from it. Ollie, A tier, you know? I don't feel like doing ranking all 5 different types of Pigmen. So, to put it in the simplest terms possible, Purple's S, and the rest are somewhere in A and B, C, D. Like, what was it? I think, like, most of them will fall between A, B, and then White C, right? Awful move. And I think it all just balances out to be, like, some form of A tier move, right? They're all frame 7, and they're all safe enough, so I'm just putting it in A tier. If you want to debate me, I'm sorry, I don't care. And then for, like, the kick forward moves, like King K. Rool, Incineroar, and where is he? Diddy Kong. I think they're all solid moves. They all are like varying degrees of safety on shield. I think King K. Rool is actually the safest one on shield, which is a little funny. Yeah, no, a frame 11 move that's -5 on shield's a little stupid, but I mean, it's still not that fantastic. But it is really strong. I'll give it that. This move has some power behind it, but it's still lacking. It's still lacking. And Incineroar actually has like pretty much the exact same forward air, except it's a bit faster and less safe on shield. So like, there's not too much going into about that. And Diddy Kong's is interesting because it's actually frame 6 for whatever reason. It has a much bigger hitbox than you think it would, but it's like -12 on shield, which makes it like not bad to punish on shield at all. But for the most part, you these are just solid moves. They're just all around good moves. They're just like lacking in in area to make them S tier. Yo, you want to see a move that's not lacking though? Steve, I mean, is there any tier list besides I don't know, mobility that he's not on S tier? Like, this move's stupid. Whether you're talking about diamond, wooden, stone, gold, it's just really, really good. Massive hitbox. Pretty fucking quick. How fast is it? Let me pull up the Google Docs here that you can't see. I didn't even write how fast it was. Well, god damn it. But I mean, I think it's either 10 or 11, which is really fast, and then gold would be a few frames faster than that. It's a very reliable spike for whatever reason. It's really strong on both diamond, iron, and even stone, for fuck's sake. It's a combo tool that can lead into and out of combos. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, man. Steve's such a good character all around, everywhere. Doesn't even help that this moves super fast as well. Like, okay, it has a little bit of startup on it. Okay, well, just keep spamming it. It'll work. He also has this weird, like, sword forward air, where he, like, if you short hop, you get the sword one, which is just his jab, but in the air. But that's also an insane move, because it just true confirms into diamond forward air, or just normal forward air. I don't know why, but yeah, no, they made that move absurd. And then, you know, some non-absurd moves being like Ivy forward air. Surprisingly, this move isn't that great. Like, yeah, it looks really good when you use it. I never really thought about it, but like, you really don't touch this move whenever you play Ivysaur. Frame 14, which isn't like awful, but then it's pretty laggy and it sends it like this weird up and out angle, making it really hard to confirm off of. If you can, I couldn't do it. I remember sitting in training room for like 10 minutes trying to get forward air into up B at different percents, and like I just could not. I could just be bad. I am bad at this game, but I don't think this move's that great, guys. Spoilers. I don't think it's that good. I don't think Plant has that good of a forward air either. It's just like mid. That's it. That's the only word I can use to describe this move. It's not good. Like, can it kill? Sure, if you're near the blast zone. Is it fast? I guess. Does it have some range? I guess. Like, there's nothing remarkable to say about this move in the slightest. It's just a forward air, and that is the best way to put it. You know what? We'll do the other Pokemon, Charizard. He has actually a pretty good forward air. You know? It's a really strong move. It's frame 8. That's a decent hitbox. The only thing that really hurts it is the fact that it's negative 14 on shield, meaning don't touch a shield with this or you will probably get punished for it. But like, I mean, it's a good move all around, just don't use it, you know, when your opponent's shielding. Okay, now's like the perfect time to get the moves out of the way that either A, I don't want to talk about, or B, I don't know how to feel. Game & Watch, I really don't know how to feel about this move. I don't value this move very hard. I think it's B tier, but at the same time, this move has a lot going for it. Like, it's really strong if you land it. It's a disjoint, meaning Game & Watch really never has to put himself in danger to use it. It's also very spammable, but at the same time, you could just hit this move away. Like, I might just move it up to A tier. Like, I'll put it there, but like, I don't believe in this move. The fact that you can literally just swat it away sucks. It also means Game & Watch just effectively doesn't have a forward air, which, I mean, I think hurts a character, but maybe not Game & Watch, I don't know. It's safe enough on shield at negative 3, so I mean, like, it has all the benefits. I just don't believe in this move, and I don't really want to try discussing why it might be S tier. So I'm putting it in A tier, you know, might be B tier, I don't know, but I'm leaving it there. Ryu, Ken, I go over this every video. I don't know shit about the Shotos or fucking Street Fighter, so I'm putting these moves here. They're fine, I guess. Like, in my research, I will not include special canceling, so they're fine, you know. They seem like they might kill, but at the same time, I wasn't killing my opponent at like 118 with it on the ground at ledge, so I don't know, man. It's frame 8 though, so I mean, it's decent on shield, but they don't seem that good to me. So I mean, if any Shoto players want to go and raise hell in the comments, I might reply. I don't know. And then the last moves I really don't want to talk about are Ice Climbers, where I'd also put them in mid tier. So I don't know in a vacuum if I should either include the other Icy or disinclude the Icy. So I'm just going to put it, let's say they're both there, with probably A tier without B tier. I already said before, I don't really value like the big overhead, I'm gonna hit ya, takes like 18 frames to come out. I don't really value those type moves. But Icies are a bit weird with theirs because, well, I mean, it's like fast, it's pretty safe as well. They also have decent kill power, but only when together. Without, the kill power kind of sucks. So like, let's just call it in the middle, put it B tier. Ice, I just don't know. Ice Climbers is not a character I am well equipped in. Okay, let's put it like that. And then the Miis, I just don't care enough. They literally have generic, I'm gonna hit you moves. Brawler, Swordy, mid. I genuinely did not care enough to look at these moves. I looked at where Esam put them and I was like, okay, that guy knows more than me. So, putting them there. I mean, I guess they're moves, you know. Swordy got a disjoint, you know. And then Gunner, I actually do know is A tier. I didn't look at where he's gonna put him, but I mean, it's still not that fantastic of a move. I'd say it's like a worse Mega Man pellet, which is an insane move. But I mean, like, it's a disjoint, you know, it's pretty good. Zoning tool, it boosts you backwards, which gives you some sort of mobility. But outside of that, okay, it's a whatever move. Wii Fit Trainer has probably the weirdest forward air in the game, and I still don't think it's that bad. Because, like, the thing is, right, the hitbox isn't in front of her, it's above her. Because she, like, does, like, I don't know the fucking name of the post, but she, like, points up, kind of, well, wait, I'm not, but, she has a spiking hitbox on her toe as well. But outside of that, it's just not that good of a move, honestly. It's like -3-ish on shield, which is really good, but you don't really get too much off it. And the spike isn't that fantastic. And realistically, when are you going to set up the chance to actually spike your opponent with said forward air that you wouldn't just down air, which is a stronger spike, or even side B spike, in all honesty, which, again, is stronger than that move. That move is more of a, I'm going to disrespect you type move, not a, oh yes, let me actually surgically edgeguard you. No, that's not the type of forward air spike that she has. I want to put this move like in C tier, but like it has too much going for it at frame 9 and -3 on shield to be that fucking trash. You know what I mean? Alright, let's stop talking about shit moves. Let's talk about more broken moves. Shulk, broken. Palu, broken. Okay, I'll at least talk about him a little bit. I mean, what do we even have to go over with Shulk? It's just a massive disjoint that covers absolutely everything. Even without Monados, how do you go wrong with this move? It covers everything. And then Palutena has a very fast forward air that's amazing for starting combos, pressuring shields. Like, there's really no time where you ever go wrong with this move. It combos at low and mid percents. I mean, it falls a little bit off towards higher percents, but like, at the same time, most forward airs probably do, or at the very least combo, like fast forward airs typically do. But I mean, again, Palutena has an all-around amazing forward air. She really should have been up here with like these. It's a little bit slower than these guys', but like it does the same thing. Actually, I think something funny is that Inkling actually has a pretty mid one, right? You would think she has a pretty good forward air, but it's pretty mid. It's like frame 10, -9 on shield, you know, very average for a forward air. Like, this is like the definition of average, right? Frame 10, you know, it's a whatever, decently sized hitbox, you know, not very big, you know, but not small. Has decent kill power, nothing too crazy. You know, it's whatever on shield, you know, you can use it, but you know, there's characters that'll probably punish you for it. Like, this character actually just has like the most bare basic, like, A tier move in the game, straight up. Puffs and Kirby's are also very generic. I'm not just putting them next to each other because they're fucking pink balls, okay? I'm putting them there because they're both A tier. The thing with Puffs is that it sends at a very good edge guarding angle, which I think really any character could do. And it's also a very fast and safe move. I think this move is -3 on shield. Let me look at that. -6 on shield. That's pretty good. Like, it's pretty small. It's not a very good poke tool. But, like, I think the angle it sends out for edge guarding is fantastic. I think it's much more towards, like, the lower end of high tier, but, like, it's definitely a usable forward air. It's a very, it's a good one, okay? Not awful. Kirby also has a really good fair. It's, like, kind of just stuck on him, though, so it's not that great. But, like, it's a multi-hit, meaning it's very active, meaning it's very good for catching, like, you know, people. It has some fair one stuff, like, it true confirms into dash attack, which is funny enough. Which, I mean, if we're going in a vacuum, it doesn't really matter. But, like, characters can abuse the fair one-ish of this move. It's frame, what is that, 10? Yeah, it's frame 10, which is pretty fast. Very spammable. Like, it's decent enough for edge guarding. It's strong enough that combos into itself. Like, it's a decent move. It's a little stubby, but, I mean, it's a good move. Now, let's talk about some tragedy. That is Pit and Dark Pit's forward air. This move would be so good if the hitbox worked. It says good kill power. It's pretty fucking fast. It's a disjointed hitbox, but the actual hitbox on this move sucks. It doesn't work. It's so unreliable and inconsistent. And even then, sometimes the hitbox just straight up doesn't hit your opponent. Like, they did not want that move to be good, straight up. Just notice the only Fire Emblem characters I haven't talked about are Robin and Corrin, probably because they're both just A tier. Obviously, we talk about this every single time. Robin would be S tier if her 11 sword wasn't on cooldown. Yes, it's insane. It's a kill move. It's at a good angle. It hits so hard. It lingers. It's a big disjoint. Like, it's a good ass move, right? And then you talk about bronze sword, and it's like the opposite of all that. It's a bad move. And then they equal out, rather than being S and, you know, bottom tier, they equal out to be about A tier, in my personal opinion. And then Corrin's forward air is really funny. Like, I don't know what they were really thinking when they made this, because it's like a massive move, but rather than sending out, it sends like up in, it sends up. Like, it sends like this up out angle that's like a combo move. And like, it's a really good combo move, but I don't know how good other characters would use it outside of her, because at most percents you could do like forward air, up air, and then at later percents, or I guess like transitioning into the higher percents, you do up air, or sorry, forward air into up air, which can kill and close out stocks. But like, I don't know how many other characters would be able to use this that well. I still think it's a good move, because, you know, it's fast, frame 9, and it's -4 on shield, which is ridiculous. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's a really good move. It just sends at a very unfortunate angle. If it sent out, it'd be one of the better Fire Emblem for free. Like, it'd be one of the better ones. Let's just talk about the zoner-ass forward airs, being Villager and Isabelle. I mean, there's nothing you could possibly go wrong with this move. They cover like half the screen, they're super spammable, and they got kill power behind them. Like, there's really nothing you can do wrong. And you're not punishing this on shield, because there's no reason a villager should ever use it near your shield. So again, it's just a constant projectile that Villager and Isabelle can just fling at you throughout the entire game. And there's nothing you can do about it. And you're pretty much, a lot of their game plan, or sorry, their entire game plan hinders on this move. So like, it's a really good move, and I think you could give it to like any character, and they would, sure, they might not love it, but they'd easily make use of it. And then Mega Man falls into that similar category. It doesn't do like the same thing per se. This is more of like a combo disruptor ass forward air that like he can combo, jab lock, you know, because this is just his jab in the air, if you will. Nah, I'm sorry, but I mean, like, for a forward air, it's really good, okay? Doesn't go quite as far as theirs, but like, there's no reason you wouldn't want it, you know what I mean? Oh, I just realized I haven't talked about like the most obviously good forward air in the game. That's Mewtwo's. Mewtwo has such a good forward air. This move's insane. Frame 7 and -3 on shield with so much kill power behind it. This move will explode your stocks. Don't get hit by it. My tip, just don't. Really, the only thing this move lacks is like, it's not disjointed. It doesn't have the greatest range in the world, but outside of that, like, there's no reason you'll never not want to use this move. It even works as a combo tool and a combo ender, so it's just really good all around. You know, a move that's actually very similar and kind of underrated is Lucas Fair. This thing is really good, especially with its sweet spot. I don't know what they were cooking when they made this move, and I see literally no one talk about it. It's -2 on shield, guys. -2. That's really good. It has a very strong hitbox, or sorry, I guess sweet spot hitbox, and it has a pretty decently sized hitbox at that. The sour spot's very miserable, but there's really no reason you should ever be hitting the sweet spot, or not the sweet spot, the sour spot, because the strong hit of this move is so generous and so big that you genuinely have to be kind of fucking dumb or in a very tight situation and not thinking to hit the sour spot. Like, this move's just absurdly good. Like, Lucas got some shit, guys. I'm starting to be a little bit of a believer the more I look into this character. A character no one's a believer in, though. It's Duck Hunt. This move fucking sucks. It does absolutely fucking nothing. Like, it's fast. Okay. That's literally where this thing's usefulness completely and utterly ends. That's it. It will never kill. It's not disjointed. Like, this gives you nothing. This is just a nothing move. And there is no reason for you to ever want this move on your character. Okay, a move everyone would want, though, is Bowser, who actually has one of the best sortie forward airs in the game for some reason. This is bigger than most sortie forward airs. It's stronger than all of them. And for whatever reason, it hits like below him. This move's so big. Oh my god, they were smoking some. Listen, I don't hate Bowser anymore. Everyone likes to point to the worst character, or like everyone's least favorite characters in Smash video, where I put Bowser's like my least favorite character. I've grown since then, you know. I'm a better player. I've grown up. But god, that forward air is insane. And for whatever reason, it's a spammable ass move too. You know, I feel a little bad for King DDD here because, man, like, it looks so good. But then you look at it, and this move's mid. Like, it's frame 13, which isn't, like, bad. And it has great range, but then it's, like, negative 13 on shield. It isn't, like, particularly strong, which is a little uncharacteristic. Like, at, like, 120, Violet, the character I was testing this on, was living. And that was without the eye. Like, this is just an edge guard move, and that's literally it. It's just not that good. Yo, some good fares, though. Sora? A little underrated, but he has a 3-hit multi-air, or sorry, a 3-hit aerial, right? But the first of it is abusable as hell, because there's different hits of it. One of them hits, like, no matter what percent, will hit, like, slightly up in front of you, leading you to, like, up smash, back air, dash attack, and the other, like, sends them, like, out. And this is just the first hit of the move, and you can always get a dash attack off that. I think, really, any character in the game could abuse something like that. It's also a disjoint, and then the 3-hit one of it's really good for just, like, dragging your opponent off and edge guarding. I think this move has a lot of potential, dude. It's really good. Meta Knight. No, I'm kidding. But, no, Meta Knight is pretty fucking mid. Like, this move does nothing. It's not particularly strong. It looks like you could do drag down stuff with it, but I wasn't able to find anything, like, true with it. Like, this move's just mid. I don't know how else to put it. I think Young Link actually has, like, the better version of his. It's not an S tier, but it's, like, both of these moves are really fast, and they're, like, kind of sorty disjoints, where, like, it's like the toothpick disjoint, you know what I mean? Where it's, like, big, but not really meaningfully big. But this move actually does have fair 1 stuff into it. It really helps that it's on Young Link of all characters, but I really feel like anyone could really use his fair, because it also has kill power behind it, which is a little uncharacteristic, but hey, you do you. And then, you know what, let's just do the rest of the links, you know, while we're here. And I think they're both just fine, right? They're both just kill moves. They're both disjointed. They're fairly safe on shield. Lynx is -6, or sorry, -7, and then 2 Lynx is -6. They're both pretty good. Nothing too standout, nothing too crazy. Just decent, solid all-around moves, and that's where, like, A tier falls. Fuck it, I want to talk about Joker. I like Joker. S tier. Move is good. The thing that really sets this move apart from other moves is the fair 1 stuff you can do with it, right? Well, I think this move's frame 10, frame 9, somewhere in that area, -9 on shield. Not anything too crazy, but the fair 1 shenanigans this move pulls off is the best in the game, right? You can always get a reliable combo off of fair 1 no matter what percent. Low percent, you can get a combo. Even if you don't have an up air drag down, you can still just combo in the up air or, like, up smash or something. This move's also a really good kill option. Like, we're not factoring in Arsene, because that's a little bit cheating. But if we were, like, this move also gets a more hitbox and does, like, double damage. Like, it's a really strong move. It's active as well, making it pretty good for just gimping people off stage. Like, it's just a really solid all-around move. Not to mention also has the effect of, like falling drag down up forward air, like, where you, like, lock your opponent onto the ground, and basically it's, like, just a free smash attack, unless you have, like, super slow smash attacks. But, like, this move's good as shit. I feel like Knee also is just obligated to be an S tier. Not because, like, oh my god, it's Knee. No, it's just really strong. You can easily cheese the stocks off your opponent with this move. We see it all the time on Elite Smash. I don't know how many of you guys watch, like, Nairo's Iron Man runs, but seriously, go count how many of his Iron Man runs are just lost to Falcon just spamming moves. And every once in a while, oh, Knee, got your jump from ledge, Knee, dies at, like, 50 fucking % playing, like, Pichu or some shit. Like, yeah, no, this move's just stupid. Not to mention that soft knee, or I like calling it soft D. The weak hidden knee is also just really good for edge guarding because it lasts so fucking long. It's amazing for just gimping your opponent. Just really solid move. And then we have the weaker knee, or the lesser knee. Zelda, I mean, it's still a very strong move, right? But not only is the sweet spot of it very inconsistent and harder to hit than Falcon's, but the sour spot is awful. It's so bad. Like, it's hard for me to put it anywhere but A tier because of how strong it is, but, like, God, can we all agree Lucario's forward air is pretty trash? It's like a combo move, but not really. I don't know what the fuck they were doing with Lucario. I don't know why Lucario does what Lucario does. His forward air is an example of that. It's fast and safe. Like, it's really safe on shield, but it doesn't matter because this move will never, ever kill. And also sends it this weird, like, up and out angle, meaning you don't really get, like, forward air, back air, like, which, I mean, not a lot of characters got. I literally just made that up. Ignore that comment. But, like, it is meant to, like, combo, but it's, like, up and out of a combo move, meaning you don't, like, drag your opponent off the stage. You drag them, like, upwards, making it much harder for you to use your resources to actually confirm, unless you got, like, I don't know, a strong nair, or, like, something like up air, which Lucario does have. I was completely wrong about Lucario up air in my up air video, which, you know, I'll make a video correcting that sometime, probably next month. But no, this move is not, it's not good. You're not scared of it. You get hit by it. You're not taking that much damage. It completely and utterly falls off towards high percents. Like, it works at low percents, somewhat works at mid percents. But outside of that, it's just not a good move. There's no reason a character in this game would want it, in my opinion. If you just want to smack someone, Rob's forward air the one that does it. I don't know why this move's so good, but it is. It's really fast. I think it's frame 6. Yep, frame 6. With a stupidly big hitbox. It's super spammable on both the air and for some reason on the ground. I don't know. It really is boosted that it's on a character that can fucking fly. Well, I think any character in the fucking game would make use of this. It's such a good gimping and edgeguarding tool. It doesn't outright kill you, but it sends at such a bad angle where, like, most characters in the game will either struggle or have to hard commit to, like, going one way to get back to the stage. Like, it's just, this move's stupid, man. Why did they do this? This may be an A tier, but I'm a little biased here, so I'm putting it in an S. And you know what? I'll just get the other PK boy out of the way while we're here. It's also an S tier forward air. It's just super big, super spammable, kills. This move just does nothing wrong. Combos into itself at low percents. High percents, it transitions into a kill move. Like, it just does it all. There's really no weakness to this move, in all honesty. Like, I don't know why this move's so active, making it a really good kill move. Even a fucking suicide kill move for whatever reason, but nah, it's just really good. Surprising, Wolf also has a really good forward air. Whoa! Frame 7, -6 on shield, that's really good. Sets up for kill confirms, combos into itself, combos into pretty much everything else at both low and high percents. It does have that weird, like, up and out angle that I was talking about with Corrin, but this is a lot less egregious on him, so, I mean, it's a lot better. Though, I will say this is probably, I'm a little bit more, suspicious of this move, so I'll put it more towards the bottom of the S tier. Bowser Jr. got a pretty mid forward air. What can I say? You know, it's not all that safe on shield at -11. It's not really that big of a move. It has a decently strong sweet spot, but the sour spot's also very easy to hit. It does linger, I'll give it that, but it has active frames, but it doesn't really matter. It's just mid, you know, where this character belongs. Mid tier. I bet Ridley, no one called Ridley an A tier. This move, like, for whatever reason, is very weak. I don't know what that is, but they made this move such a weak move. Like, you have to edgeguard with this, or you will never kill with it. That still doesn't make it an awful move, because it has really good range and active frames. I mean, it's not that safe on shield, but, like, it can be spaced where it is safer. But, like, I don't know. It also is really weird when it wants to, like, give you the strong hit and when it wants to give you the sour hit. Because sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you catch the full move, sometimes you don't. I don't know. This move's weird. I'll move it, like, down here, but, like, in my notes I have it a B tier, but I don't feel confident enough putting it in my B tier. So I'm leaving it in A. I mean, obviously Rose is A tier. What the fuck can I say? I mean, I love Rosalita. I love this move, but it's not the best. It's a little lacking in areas. It's been buffed over the course of the game, which is funny. But I mean, like, it's just solid all around. Its biggest issue is that it doesn't actually connect properly, which is actually an issue that, again, they wanted to address with this move, because again, this move's a bit weird. It has a really big hitbox, it has decent kill power. It's a really good edgeguarding tool. And it very much easily lands into edgeguarding. It can also be used for things like landing forward air up smash if you don't connect the whole move. So, I mean, like, it has a lot of utility. It's a really big hitbox. It's not all the safest on shield, at -14. But that's fine, honestly. You really shouldn't be using this on shield, let's be honest. But I'll also take it into consideration. But I don't know, this move's just weird, and I think it has enough going for it to be an A tier. Yo, my boy Ganon? A tier. That move's solid. That move kills. Don't get hit by it. It's gonna kill you. And you know what? It's surprisingly fast for how strong. Like, this move's ridiculously strong. And it's only frame 14, which is not bad in the slightest. You know, -7 on shield's also not bad. It also has a big hitbox. Like, a lot of times, like, you'll try and jump over it, and he'll just catch you, because, like, he's, like, slashing down whenever he punches. I don't know, really weird. But, nah, it's just a solid move, unironically. Like, it's slow startup, but it hits like a fucking train. Ain't no one seeing this coming, but Terry got an awful forward air. I don't know what the fuck they were doing with this move, but outside of edge guarding, this move is useless. It's like, you will never touch this move on his kit. Like, sure, his legs are intangible, but that is it. That's actually just it. This move doesn't combo, it doesn't kill outside of edge guarding. Like, it has a few active frames, which helps it, but that doesn't make it good. I don't know, this move's awful. Like, unironically, in comparison to other fairs in the game, there's no reason for you to use this one. Masher, aka Luigi, you are pretty mid, yeah. This move's weird because, like, it's really, really fast, but it does nothing. Like, it will never kill, it doesn't really combo. You will see some use it in, like, combos, but whatever. Like, it's just mid. It's not a meaningful move. It's very quick and spammable, and that's it. It's just, hey, I want you off of me, and that's what it does. That's literally it. Listen, I don't have too much to say about Bayonetta. It's just A tier. I don't know how to really rank it. Like, it's a multi-hit like Sora's, but you don't really get anything fair one off of it. And then, like, it's not really a kill move. It's more of a, I'm gonna drag you to the blast zone type of move, and, like, it does it well. It's not, like, unsafe or anything. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a Bayonetta guy, so, I'm just gonna throw it in A tier because it has enough going for it. Not a Wario guy either, so I'll put him in A tier as well. It's just a really fast, stubby move where I think, yeah, like, Luigi's is technically better, but I think Wario gets will get a lot more use out of it because it's faster and safer. Listen, I'm not a Wario guy, but, like, this move is really annoying, and it can be a bit stronger than Luigi's, especially whenever you hit the sweet spot. Yoshi's overhead spike is easily better than like the ones down here because, well, I mean, it's faster at frame 16, but it's also -7 on shield, which is a lot better. I think this move's kind of carried being on Yoshi. Like, you see this move a lot, but I think if any other character had it, you really wouldn't see it that much. But it also spikes, which gives it, you know, like, combo potential where these two don't. Because, again, this move's faster than these, so, I mean, it's not much faster, but it's a little bit faster. But I think Yoshi is the better one of them, but I still don't think his move's that great. I'm gonna get so much heat for this one, but I think Falco has an S tier forward air. I hate this move, man. For whatever reason, they gave it a landing hitbox, which makes it so annoying to punish on shield. If you're just a frame off, you're gonna get caught by the stupid fucking landing hitbox. That is strong, by the way. That landing hitbox can just kill. It's so stupid. It's frame 7 as well, and it's super, super active. Oh my god. It even leads to insane drag down combos, and you will very commonly see Falcos go for, like, drag down on platforms and the grab, like, up throw and then, like, back air, up air, whatever, right? Like, you very commonly see those setups, and I think a lot of characters can make great use of that. It's also just a really good edge guarding tool, because, like, it's not only a decently strong move, but it is so active. Like, I don't know, I think this move's insane, but that might be just me. I said it. Fox has a mid-forward air. Yes, you will see Foxes use this move, but not for, like, intended purpose. Straight up, it's just weird. This move never kills. It sends at a very weird angle, like up and out. I mean, it's fast at frame 7, but the main useful uses for is, like, the stall property. For whatever reason, this move just, like, carries him upwards, giving him more momentum. You'll very easily see Fox's in disadvantage, like, jump forward air, because one, it's an active hitbox, and two, it gives him something, but, like, yeah, no, outside of that, this move is very meaningless in his kit, and you will genuinely never see. Like, you could do, if you can do drag down stuff in this, I don't know, I wasn't able to find any in my testing, so if you can, you know, let me know in the comments, you know, please correct me. I'm perfectly fine with taking criticism, but I couldn't find any. I think this move's mid, but you know, I've been wrong before. I could be wrong again. We could get a lot of these through like just big sword slash. That's all you need to know. Nothing fancy, nothing too special about these two. They just have strong forward air that sends you out, and it's a disjoint, but they're slow. I mean, they're good moves. It's just there's really not a lot to say about it. Greninja has a really good but slow killing forward air. It's good. It's good. It's just I don't know how many characters would really want it. I'll put it in A tier, and I do think it is an A tier move because this move is strong. Like this move kills, and it's surprisingly quick for being a slow kill move. But I don't know how many characters would really benefit from it, but again, it's still a solid move. Who gave Kazuya such a fast move? This is frame 8 and -6 on shield that leads like early percent combos and can kill. Okay, well not kill, but like put you in situations where like you're not gonna live, you know what I mean? But like this move's just good. It's just a solid little, you know, forward air kick. It's good. I'm just putting Pikachu and Pichu together in A tier. Both solid moves. They both can do drag down stuff, not guaranteed. Pichu, I know this for a fact actually, I've been hit by it. At ledge, you can do like drop forward air into, or like drag down forward air and like push them off stage and do run off down air. It's not true, but like it is a setup that you have to be wary of and scared of because Pikachu can just fucking do that. And then Pichu's is actually stronger than Pikachu's, but Pikachu's has more range, so again, they're both just solid, fast, multi-hit, active moves. They're just good. Yes, the Wi-Fi Samus move. Samus forward air. Yeah, I mean, it's good, you know. It's just really inconsistent. I think that's its main issue. Because it's very easy for opponents just to fall out. But outside of that, this was really good. Like, oh, besides being unsafe on shield. I didn't mention that. This move's not very safe on shield. But outside of that, you know, it's technically a frame 6 startup, which is really good. It's really strong. Has a really big hitbox and it's really active. Like this move's kind of good, but I don't know, it's teetering on being A and B tier because it's inconsistent hitbox and how unsafe it is on shield. It also has a hitbox that like starts above it, meaning you don't really get like jump forward air. It's also very easy just to miss opponents with this, but again, you know, that's my list. You know, I put a lot of research into this actually. I did go into training room, I looked at ultimate frame data. You know, I determined what the moves do, and these are my genuine thoughts rather than just spitballing off the top of my head. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Next month, I plan on making a video going over my other tier list and discussing, you know, where and why I messed up about moves I'm not too sure of. So, yeah, be looking forward to that, and I'll see you next video.